All right, you guys, cold start on a 67 Ford Fairlane 500.
Yikes.
How you doing, Bob? I'm gonna get my bike warmed up. I'm gonna tear into the clutch pretty soon. But after I have it warmed up and while it's cooling off, I can come snap some pics of the car if you want.
Sure.
I
Whatever you say. I mean,
Yeah.
you got the eye for it.
I'll grab my wife's camera and we'll take a look and see how it looks. I'll swing back by in a little bit, see if we can snap some pics. My neighbor there, real cool dude. He's got an old Ford Fairlane, I think it's called. Anyway, he's trying to get rid of it, so I'm gonna help him take some photos. Buenos dias, ¿qué pasó, amigos? John's Moto Garage. As always, welcome back to the channel. Don't worry. I'm not abandoning the motorcycles and getting into classic cars, not to fear. But about maybe 3 or 4 months ago, I was out riding and I saw a car that I'd never seen before sitting in my neighbor's front yard. So I stopped to talk to him. Come to find out, it's a 1967 Ford Fairlane. Hold on. Yeah, 1967 Ford Fairlane 500 Hardtop Coupe. Today I'm going to show you just a walk around. My neighbor was trying to sell the bike, so we did a walk around of the car for him, and he kind of gave us a breakdown of what he had done to it. I thought it was a super cool looking car. I'm not a gearhead. I don't really know a whole lot about the classic cars. I'm not going to get started on the Chevy versus Ford, but hopefully there's some people out there that can appreciate it. I thought it was a pretty cool looking car. I ended up helping him put it on Craigslist and sell it, so stay tuned to the end to see what he sold it for and how long it took him to get rid of that car as well. And one more thing I'll add, a lot of people comment about how my neighbors must hate me because, you know, it looks like I'm always riding my motorcycle out in the front yard doing burnouts and stuff like that and wheelies. And truth be told, those are just a few small clips of my overall riding. The majority of my riding is not in my front yard, but I actually get along really well with all my neighbors, and it's simply just because we talk to each other, we have good relationships, we build rapport. I help them out, they help me out. It's amazing how much simply talking to people can do. And I always ask them, hey, if I'm making too much ruckus, if I'm being too loud, don't hesitate to tell me to shut up and be quiet. I'll pack the car, or I'll pack up the bikes and take it easy. Yeah, I'm not ignorant to the fact that these things are loud, and I also try to be courteous of the neighbors as well and make sure I'm not disturbing the peace too much. But anyway, that's just an aside. Enjoy the clip, stay tuned to the end to see how much he ended up selling the car for and how long it took him to get rid of it. Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing you a special treat. You know, we're typically looking at motorcycles, but I ran across this beauty right down the street. My neighbors had this hiding away the last couple years. Finally decided to get rid of it. So we're gonna do a quick walk around and he's gonna give us a little bit of information, kind of give us the down low on the vehicle. So I'm gonna let Bob take it away.
Okay. 67 Ford Fairlane. It's got a small block that's had some modifications done to it. It's got a 302 block, 351 heads. Headers go with this. I just don't have them on right now. It's been completely, I've had it completely gutted to restore some of the details. I did a lot of detail work, especially on the interior. Everything on the interior is new panels, new dashboard. The engine has been completely removed and torn down and spec'd out. It's got a 390 radiator in there. I put a larger radiator in because it's Arizona. And I put the power brakes and the power steering in there. I made my own grill because I was having more fun making my own grill than it would be to detail the original that's right there. That's in good shape. It just needs some detailing. The whole front end and steering assembly has been torn apart and cleaned up and rebushed. I repainted some panels that needed it. Let's see, do we want to look at the trunk?
Yeah, we could check out the trunk, and
Okay.
I'll get the inside real quick.
All right.
What'd you do on the inside again?
Oh, everything. Detailed the dashboard, new door panels. All the windows work real well. I put new rollers inside of all the windows. New carpeting. Yeah, the interior's done. Got a 4-speed in there, obviously. A hurst speed shifter.
Damn.
So the trunk's all been redone. Gas tank's been pulled out and had cleaned up and resealed. There are no rust holes in this whatsoever. Everything works. Now, understand this is not really a show car. This is a driver. And so there are little things that may need some attention along the way. So anyone who would be interested in this has to understand that, yeah, there are a couple of things that might need some attention down the line. And like I said, tires are brand new. There's not 50 miles on these tires. Clutch is brand new. And put a new flywheel in there, a little billet steel flywheel. Honestly, I don't know how many miles on it. The odometer read 77,000 when I bought it. I don't know if that was accurate because the speedometer didn't work.
Right.
And so I obtained I went to every junkyard that I could find. Yeah, I even went out to California for the parts, some of the parts, where I found a decent dash panel. And it's got an original radio. I got that out of California. Last time I checked, it worked, but it's a tube radio, so it takes a long time to warm up. I didn't have that restored, but it is aesthetically, it is a nice feature.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Everything works. Everything works, but you know there are some little things that would need attention, but nothing that would keep it off the road.
All right, you guys, cold start on a 67 Ford Fairlane 500. Beautiful. If I didn't have like 15 bikes in the garage, I'd probably take it off his hands myself. But there you guys, thanks a bunch to Bob for showing us this beautiful car, and big thumbs up. All right, you guys, we'll hit you up on the next one. All right, so there you have it. And this was actually digging deep into the archives. This was a clip I've had for months. I thought it was a pretty cool car. I helped him post it, and he wanted me to post it for, I think, like $9,000, $9,500. I did a tiny bit of research, and I thought that was a little bit low, and I ended up posting it for $10,600. And he wanted to sell it semi-fast, so I didn't want to price it too high, and I don't know the market on these, but I priced it at 10,600 bucks. The dude sold it overnight, basically. I think the next day he had somebody come in from Kingman, Arizona, which is at least like 3 to 4 or 5 hours away from here, and they paid him cash for the car. I believe he sold it for 10,500. So he probably actually sold it a little bit below market value at 10,500, but it's a hard thing to gauge. I don't know the market well on those. I did a little bit of research, and I knew 9,500 was probably on the low end, and he ended up selling it for 10,500. Leave a comment below. What do you guys think? If you're into these classic cool cars, did he get a good deal for it? Do you think he could have gotten a lot more? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But there you have it. If you dig the content, like and subscribe. Not to fear, plenty of motorcycle content still to come. But I thought this would be a nice change up for a while. John's Moto Garage will hit you up on the next one. Hasta luego. Nos vemos.